Well, it's Thursday at noon, everybody, and you know what time it is. We are here at the Rose Garden. I'm with my friend Lori, and Lori, you've got something important you're going to talk to us about with these trees in the background.
It's how to prevent crape murder. We don't want to cut our crape myrtles. Aren't these beautiful? They've never been cut, never been pruned. If you do prune them, you just thin out branches that are crossing. But they come in such a variety of sizes and colors that you can plant the right size for the right place. And that's critical because I think people plant them too close to the house or it's too close to a fence, and so they want to trim them. But you don't ever have to trim a crape myrtle.
So what is crape murder? You were talking about that as well.
It's when you all over town, I think it's a copycat thing that landscape companies and the yard men do. They just totally cut them flat. They don't let this beautiful growth get tall. And they come in like ground cover sizes on up to 20 feet. So you can pick the right size for the right spot and in a variety of colors. But crape murder is when they totally cut them like this, and it's so ugly. It makes big knots on the limbs and the trunk, and it just ruins the shape of them because they're so sculptural in the garden. They're beautiful all on their own.
So the best ways to prevent that, you would say, is picking the right one. You were saying
the right size, and then you don't have to cut them. We don't want all that in the landfill either, so it's better just to leave them alone and let them grow the way they're growing. If you have to prune branches that are touching, that's good. And there's also the thought that if you cut off the dead seed heads that it makes them bloom better, but in actuality, it may sometimes, but it also retards the growth or the blooming for 6 to 8 weeks. And it also puts weak, when the new growth comes out, it's real weak and spindly, and that's not good for the crape myrtle.
So if you treat your crape myrtles right, how long can they last?
Oh, years and years and years. They're a very long-lived tree. And they're just really a pretty medium-sized tree. They're not a huge oak. But people are even cutting regular, oaks and cutting other trees, and you don't have to do that. So just avoid cutting your trees.
Perfect. Well, thank you. And I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. We do have a lot of cold weather coming in. So do you have any tips for people maybe with their trees or plants?
Yes. Try to mulch them. Make sure they're moist or wet. If your containers are outside, make sure they're wet. But cover them with landscape cloth, frost cloth rather, or sheets. But mulching them too, mulching them and covering them up so that they're protected from that freeze, because it is going to be down below, way below freezing.
Way below freezing. Right. Thank you, Lori, so much. Hey, guys, if you want to go ahead and tune in again next week, we'll be right here around noon again. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you then.